Hello, the YouTubes. If you are new here, my name is Dan. If you've been here before, welcome back. This is Dan Smith episode 002. Roll the intro. How good is that intro? This vlog picks up basically where the last one left off. We're a little bit late to get that one out. Sorry. This one is going up Tuesday. Hopefully. This week we have enough content to probably fill up the next 4 vlogs. But because the whole thing is meant to be real, we have crammed it all in for this episode. And I'm pretty excited for you to see how chaotic periods of our life can be. Anna is going to come down and we're going to talk to her about what happened for her this week. If you follow me on Instagram, @RoastedDan, you'll probably have known, or kind of known. But, let's get started. 1 a.m. Friday morning, this happened. It's 2 a.m. Why are we awake at 2 a.m?
Motors are broken. And we have a back-to-back yet.
So we were up, and all of our other children had come within, a little bit of time after her waters broke, and like Toby was like 4 hours, and I think Cora's waters broke like almost immediately before you gave birth.
Yeah, 2 a.m. and then she was born before 6.
Yeah, for sure.
Twice.
And so we're up being like, alright, it's go time. And we didn't pack anything, so Anna was packing a bag, I was putting the child seat in the car, which now we have 3 child seats in the car, which is pretty amazing. And then not much happened. Like, stomach tightenings, and we're like, oh yeah, okay, like maybe it's not. So we went back to bed, woke up, a couple hours later, some small stomach tightenings. And then Anna's like, oh, let's make this happen. So she's doing squats in the living room.
This was in the afternoon. So we'd gone the entire day of not much happening and just doing odd jobs and expecting it'll kick in.
Yeah. What are you doing? Hey Cora, what are you doing? And then, in the afternoon, towards the night time, Anna's gone to have a bath and I've gone to Mum. So Mum was going to be at the birth. Mum was at the birth, but I'd gone to Mum, it's 6:30, not much is happening, probably just head home and we'll give you a call if something happens. And so I went to bed and Anna had a bath. and then it was all on. So I joined him in bed about 7:20 and thought, oh, it's not happening. But then at 7:40 it was on. And I get 3 severe contractions, all one after the other, and I'm yelling at Daniel that it's time to get up, we need to go. And then I'm hitting him because he's still passed out on his face, snoring. And I'm having contractions thinking, we're not going to make it. But we get up, he finally gets up. We get in the car, I tell him he needs to call my sister and call his mum, and they need to get there because this baby is coming. It's happening.
We call the hospital and tell them we're coming in hot. Please run a bath.
Yeah, definitely. No, she's got the bath running. We rock up to the hospital and then there's this video. How are you feeling?
Oh, yep.
Feeling like you're about to have a baby?
It's... I have a baby.
That was like 8 minutes, or probably like 6 minutes.
I don't know how long it takes to walk from the car to the...
Because that was in the hallway.
Suite,
that was just as we were about to walk into the reception, that video. And 8 minutes later, little baby Abigail was born. But like, we rocked up to the front counter, and Anna's kind of... I've got like friggin' 6 bags with me for some reason. And we rocked up to the counter, and Anna's like, hey, Anna, I'm here, and this is kind of happening, and she's gone to have the contraction, like, while she's leaning there. And the nurses are like, oh, it's okay, you just go through your contraction and we'll talk again afterwards, kind of thing. They're not ready for like a baby that, because normally people are, like it's a freak that Anna had a baby in 6 minutes, and they're like, just chill out, yeah. And Anna's like, I can feel the head, and like this nurse has like jumped up and like her chair's like flown back and hit the wall. And like the nurse next to her looked like she was about to dive onto the ground for some reason, maybe because of the chair hitting the wall. And they both run out into the hallway, and they're like I don't even know what they said. I thought they said help, but they yelled out.
Get a wheelchair.
Oh yeah, get a wheelchair. That's right.
Yeah.
And like 2 nurses or 2 midwives come from this way, and there's like another 2 from that way, and then there's like one running along with like a wheelchair, and they let us in, and Anna walks up to the wheelchair like.
I just think I can feel this head, like ready to crown. Am I meant to sit on that? They said you can kneel on her. Thank goodness. So I just mount this chair.
And they're running down the hallway with Anna kneeling on this thing, yelling, and it was hilarious. But by this point, because this is like 15 minutes after I woke up, kind of thing. Like we raced to the hospital, so I'm calling Mum and Elise on the way, being like, hey, this is like, you better be quick, kind of thing, if you want to be here. And
7:40, it was all on. By 7:50, we're in the car. By 8 o'clock, we're in the room. Thankfully, the midwife I spoke to on the phone had already got a room ready, rallied a team of midwives, had the bath going. So by the time we got into the room, the midwife just had to do the pre-checks so that I would be allowed to get in the bath. So she had to check that I was dilated, check the fetal heart rate, that was all good, and check the temperature of the water, make sure it was the right temperature. So she's sort of fudging these things at this point. So she, I have a contraction. I tell her I can feel the head, and I finally finished contracting and can get on the bed, and she says, yes, you are fully dilated.
and then like Elise rocks into the room dressed like she'd been going out to dinner.
She was glam.
Higashi had taken everyone out to Mumi's, and like she'd gone, and so she rocked up like dressed like she'd just gone to a ball, and so she's rocked in the room going, everybody, I'm here. And like, I was like, cool, I'm about to have a baby. And then like I called Mum, and Mum's panicked and gone to the wrong floor, so she's running around the hospital somewhere else, and then finally manages to find the right room and the floor, and she comes in, and then a couple of minutes later, like little baby was born, little Abigail.
I get in the bath.
In the bath, and
yeah.
She caught Abigail herself and brought her up. The cord was kind of tangled a little bit, so that was scary. But yeah, it was amazing. And then this little ninja came into the world. And she's beautiful, and she's really small. She's 2.8 kilo.
Our smallest baby, 6 pound 4 ounces.
It's for American. Just
our smallest baby.
Smallest little baby girl, and she's awesome. Look at how squidgy her face is. And her brother and sister love her, and she just did a poo.
Good. Healthy.
Mommy.
It's a baby.
This is your baby sister. Now you have 2 baby sisters. And this is the baby. It's a little girl baby.
Do you want to hold her, Toby?
Would you like to hold the baby? Well, why don't you come and sit on Mummy's lap? So turn around. Sit around. Isn't that good? Cora, turn around as well. Cause smile. Sit.
She's just fascinating. Baby. Isn't it? Has she been
Your
good?
sister.
Do you know that with the observations and
She has been. Everything that they have tested has been absolutely
Oh, sorry
perfect.
to see you there.
I'm hiding because I don't know.
Are you?
Do you want to give her kisses?
This is a nice time.
Oh.